Hey y'all, it's Rayborn the Witch coming at you live from Femspiration 215, and I'm here today to provide for you a new moon reading. So we're going to do a collective reading where we get our past, present, and future energies that are leading us through to this month ahead, and then I'm also going to do a breakdown of each individual star sign. So if you would like to stay tuned, the description box will have the timestamps, and without further ado, let us get started. So one of the things that I love about this new moon is it's in Cancer. It's in the nakshatra of Ashlesha. Ashlesha in the Vedic system is the coiled serpent, right? The base of the spine and the root chakra, that Kundalini energy and rising. So there's all about an emphasis on increasing your energetic magnetism and potency and how you can kind of enliven your own energy to align with your purpose and path forward, right? So thinking about that snake energy, how the snake moves, how the snake sheds. Right now my incense is going wild, my dragon's blood incense is going wild. It's really a time to protect yourself and to protect your energy. So that coiled serpent energy, a serpent, or I have my ball python right back there, right? And she coils herself up to keep her heat intact, right? So thinking about that, like how can you ignite your inner flame by keeping your own heat intact, okay? So it's really important that you honor yourself and honor your needs at this time and honor your own sacred boundaries. In the tropical astrology, it is going to be in Leo. Either way, it's all about letting yourself shine and letting yourself exude that magnetism that you have within you, that you hold within you, that you hold. So getting your root and your sacral energy in check will help that solar plexus, which is where that Leo energy shines from, shine its brightest, right? And then all the other chakras moving up the system. So it's super important that we stay in tune, we stay grounded, we stay intact, and we also let go of any shame and past hurts and wounds that do not serve us so that we can shine our beautiful, vibrant energy in this month ahead. So I work with the goddess Hecate or Hecate, and she is my main guide that I work with. So in doing that, I have created, the first thing I ever did was I created a deck that I used, and then I got them printed out, that are some of her epithets, right? Some of the embodiments of her energy. She is the soul of the world. See, she is so many different things and so many different energies of the lower world, the middle world, the upper world, the astral realms. Like, she spans far and wide, right? She's always there. She's always present. She's always in the background of things for me, or sometimes in the foreground of things. But these cards that I created that I will have available for you soon for purchase, they are really sacred to me, and I pull them every my moon cycle, which is my blood cycle. I pull past, present, and future energy for that cycle ahead, that moon cycle ahead. So these are super accurate. They also are good for dreaming with and kind of understanding the energy that comes through in different ways, not just in the literal way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a collective energy reading for past, present, and future energies that are leading us into this new moon that's coming on the 4th of August or the 5th of August and into this next season. So let us get some messages. So if I can get a past, a present, and a future energy for my collective. Now please do not criticize me for butchering the Greek names. And so learning Greek is hard to learn. There's lots of vowel pronunciations and stuff. So I do have on these cards the English translation as well as the Greek epithet of her energy, so that you can use that in any spells if you work with the goddess as well. So let us get some energy, past, present, and future energy for the collective. Ooh, it's all coming out here. Mother Mary's coming out, but I will put it back in the deck and see what happens. So past energy, present energy, and future energy. There's your past, there's your future, or their present, and then here's your future. Oh my goodness, I love this. And then we got at the bottom of the deck, which is even better. Okay, so I love that two came out, the encircled serpents. encircled by serpents. That is dracontos, right? So I just said Ashlesha is all the coiled serpent. So you are encircled with protection. You are encircled with, if you resonate with dragon energy, I resonate with dragon energy, and when it is around and present, it is there. The dragon energy has been present all year. This is the year of the dragon. We are going into the year of the earth serpent, or the snake energy. So we are leading into a season of intense transformation. So this is just the beginning of that for us, and I'm getting like all the shivers on this. When I think about this encircled with serpent energy too, I think about like the ways in which my guides work with me and around me in nature. So how we can honor them, and how we can honor them is by lighting candles, lighting incense, creating any kind of art that really recognizes them. And I have a lot of art that recognizes the dragon energy, because it is one of my main ways that I connect with Hecate, is by connecting with her serpent and her dragon energy. Her, you know, a lot of times they say that when Hecate wants to work with you, she'll send her dragons first, just to test you, make sure you're ready, because once you are in the kitchen, you gonna be getting that heat, okay? So if you can't stand the heat, then you gotta stay out of the kitchen, especially with her energy. Now, I love this as well. So this is daughter of Demeter. So daughter of Demeter is Persephone. So Persephone energy is here to guide us as well. When we think about Persephone's like the way that she was abducted and sent back to the underworld, we are going to be embarking on that time, but this is the past energy, right? So the past energy that's leading us into the present is we've been circled with serpents. We've been encircled and guided and protected by our sacred guided energies. And when we think about Persephone here, we have been ushered into this season of rebirth by her. Her energy has been helping to guide us, helping us to flourish in our beautiful glory. The beautiful thing about Persephone's energy is she is both the queen of the underworld and can grow flowers in the darkness, and she's also the maiden of springtime. So she goes through her whole maiden, mother crone aspects of self as well. So we also go through that. So when we think about how we've transformed and how we've moved from I'm getting like a thing about daughter of Demeter, right? Demeter is the grain, the goddess of the harvest, right? And the harvest is coming up. Mabon is coming in the next season, right? We're in Lugnasa, we're going to go into Mabon, into the fall months. But thinking about how she is the goddess of the harvest, right? And thinking about what we've harvested, and her daughter being like her pride and joy, the bringer of flowers. So I'm just thinking about all the different ways in which you can kind of honor the ways that the flowers that you've grown in the last season of your life. Okay, now moving into the present energy, we have Nisa, and Nisa is goals, turning post, and ambition. So thinking about our goals, right? I did a reading yesterday about the goals that we have and the ways that we're going to ignite our inner courage and strength and vitality. And so I talked about how I organized my goals and how I set my goals into motion by creating a organized organized basically weekly schedule for myself using ChatGPT to really get focused on my goals and set the goalpost so that I can achieve those goals. And so this is about setting the stage to win, setting the stage to reach those goals and to throw those into the target, so to speak. So this is the present energy right now. Where are you going? What are your ambitions moving forward? As we go into Leo season, that is really all about your will and determination to succeed, your courage, your strength, what you have to offer the world, the light that you shine out into the world as well. And that is why I love this energy coming out into the future. We have, now this is hard to say, Chrysostephanos, crowned with splendor. Thank you for being with me while I translated that for myself, because I haven't ever read that out loud. But this is like that glowing goddess crown that you are going to have for yourself when you reach those goals, when you do one thing a day towards your goals. You are going to feel that inner strength. You are going to feel that ability to seat yourself at your throne and crown your damn self, okay? You are crowned with splendor. You do have light beaming off of you, and it is up to you to continue to ignite that flame by doing the things that bring you passion and joy from the heart. So, oh my goodness. Well, this month ahead is going to be amazing. So that is your past, present, and future blessings to move forward with into this new moon energy. So when you do a new moon offering, or anything that you want to set into motion, it's really important that you're clear and concise on what you want to manifest, or what you want to achieve. Breaking it down into actionable steps is super important. That's when I talk about the grounding aspect of things. You can't just say, I want all this, without kind of going back and doing the work to say, okay, so by this week I want this done, by this week I want this done, by this week I want this done, and kind of move into that energy so that you can actually succeed. And that's where something like ChatGPT, for those that have this disorganized thought patterns in our brains, helps us with, and those that like a little bit more structure and concise, being told what to do, which I have a hard time with, guiding myself sometimes if I don't have a concrete plan. So when I do, I'm off to the races. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to pull a little bit of extra energy for the collective before I move into our zodiac readings, okay? So I'm going to be using my Color Mage deck. So this is just going to be some energies that you want to be aware of and energies that you want to work with in this season ahead to kind of go with the present and the future energy of this reading. So this Color Mage deck is freaking amazing. It's just colors. So it really does resonate with all the chakras, and I love to use it to really kind of stay in check with where I am. And so we are going to determine what chakras or what color magic we need to be working with in this season ahead, in this new moon energy. And one more. I want one more. Okay. Whew. Love it. Okay. So, as I stated, when you have a goal and you want to succeed, you have to have a plan in place, right? You have to have benchmarks of how you're going to achieve those goals. So I have 53, and this has a little bent end on it, and this is blue, and this is charity and trust. Now, I work with planetary energies, and I work with Jupiter. Jupiter is all about creating, helping you achieve your biggest and loftiest goals, helping you to see the unlimited potential, the horizon, right? So going into the big blue sky is Zeus energy, is Jove energy. But in doing that, you have to kind of have a plan in place. And he's really good at helping achieve those goals with having a specific plan. So this is my Jupiter card, right? So working with Jupiter energy, seeing where Jupiter is in your chart and how you can hone in on those gifts and abilities that you have and the ways that you expand in this world will really help you and kind of have that key to ignite you or turn a new door for yourself. So look at where your Jupiter placements are, look at what house it is, look at what sign it's in, and then harness that energy towards your goals and towards yourself, because that's what you are here to help expand and help ignite for, not just yourself, but also the collective. The next card we have is the peach, right? Peach is that sacral energy. It's a softer sacral energy, and it's number 15, which is the devil energy, but that's in the tarot deck. When I look at this card, I'm thinking about how it's the 6, right? How it kind of is all about pulling out and bringing it back to self. So peach energy, it's the juicy peach season, right? Letting it drip into your mouth, letting it, all that sweetness, all that goodness, knowing that your life is going to be sweet because you are setting the goals to succeed. You are setting yourself up for success. And peach is all about open certainty, having an open understanding that you will achieve your goals. It might take time. It will definitely take dedication and vision, but if with open certainty, with belief in yourself, you can achieve anything. And I know that that's so cliche, but it's true. You have to kind of have this ongoing mantra with yourself in order to achieve those goals. And I love that this energy is also in place to kind of balance out this open certainty with the sacral energy to going into the darkness. We have the color black dark, right? So going into the darkness and knowing with open certainty that if you are needing to go into those realms, you can see through the darkness. Now, one of the things that I pray to for Goddess Hecate is for blessing me with being able to see into the dark, right? So if you are a potent dreamer, if you're somebody that really can basically go into that really deep, dark place and go into the muck and the mire and come out the other side with a new understanding of yourself and a new understanding of others and a better belief in oneself and your powers and your abilities, that's the true gift, right? Like taking the light and bringing it into the dark with you and then bringing it back for others. So that's my goal, right? That's what I do, right? I am a person that has a very intimate relationship with darkness. And because of that, I'm able to bring it back to the light. And I'm able to go in between worlds as many of the gods and goddesses that I work with. I am in between. I can go in between things. And so can you, with a plan in place, right? With an exit strategy if you need to kind of get yourself out of there. But there's this sweetness and then there's this like depth to things, right? So balancing that out in this season is super important in order to meet your goals. So I'm going to move forward now with our signs. So we are going to do a charm for each sign. And we are also going to get a magical sigil from Priestess Moon. So what we're going to do first is we are going to go in the order of the zodiac as it is right now. So, my little nose is itching. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with Cancer, my little crabs. So I'm going to get a animals or a charm. And we're also going to get a magical sigil for our Cancers. You can look at any placement that you have Cancer energy within your chart. I would look at Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, and any other planets that you have Cancer in. And comment below if this resonates with you. Okay, Cancer. Oh, you have the owl. The owl can see in all directions. The owl is a good ally for the darkness. They have the eyes that can pierce through the darkness. They can see things from a very, very, very long distance, and they have infinite wisdom to guide them. And you know, owls also is that Lilith energy. So if you feel like you are getting a lot of owls coming towards you, then Lilith might be knocking at your door. But there's also other gods and goddesses that work with owl energy as well. So, but when I just split the deck, it was on goddess. So let's look at some goddesses that have that owl energy, and that might be something that will help you through in this month ahead. So now, Cancers, let us get a magical sigil that we can help with our magical spells that we are going to cast under this new moon in either Cancer or in Leo. Ashley is kind of in the middle of both. So for our Cancers, a magical sigil to help guide our energy. And that goddess wanted to come back out. So Cancerians, be that inner goddess. It says healing feminine energy. You are in the midst of healing that feminine energy and that owl energy. So Lilith is really coming through strong with that. And also Hecate kind of is associated with the owl, but not as much as Lilith or other goddess energies or god energies. So that's for you, little Cancerians and little crabbies. Scuttle away. We are going to now welcome our Leos. So Leos, I know a lot of Leos. I love Leos. I have a lot of Leo in my chart. So let us get a charm for our Leos to guide us into this new moon. A charm to guide our Leos. Ooh. And we have the Ram. I love this Ram energy. This Ram energy is all about busting through hard surfaces with those big ass horns, right? And like really like going, you know, we have that goalpost, right? So just like going back, setting yourself and dashing forward with your head down. Now protect your crown, but you have these horns that will help push through any obstacles that you are going to face in this month ahead. And you also have a lot of tenacity to help guide you. This energy is also good at climbing those mountains, right? Climbing those hills. So you got a lot of tough energy. And I'm thinking about that Aries energy that comes through with Leos too. Sometimes Leos have extra fire in their charts as well. So if you do, it's time to blaze it up. Okay, so let's get a magical sigil for my Leos to help guide us into the month ahead. Oh, okay. Magical sigil for my Leos to help us in this month ahead. Oh my God, so many wanted to come out. I'm going to take the 2, okay? Leos always want more of everything. Just kidding. But for real though. It is about to be Leo season, or is, so I'm going to give you guys a little extra. So that's spirit, heavenly, and assistance from your angels and guides. So you have assistance from your angels and guides. Using that symbol can help you. If you want to write it on something and can create a petition for it, you can. But you can ignite it in which way you want, using any kind of element that you want to ignite your sigils, or create your own sigil. It's really fun to do that. And we've got little luxuries right here, okay? So it says generating luxurious experiences and surroundings. So I need you, queen, king, anything in between, to be your baddest self, okay? I need you to treat yourself within reason, right? But also just like be in that lap of luxury. If you are somebody that drinks tea, really have just a little ritual around it. Make sure your space feels good. Make sure you feel good within your space. Take extra time to look pretty. Take extra time to be that glamorous self that you are. But yes, treat yourself. It's a celebration. Okay. Moving right along, we are now going to do our Virgos. So Virgo energy, what is a sigil or a little charm that's going to help guide you in this month ahead from this new moon on? Not for Mercury, but you are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury's about to go into retrograde, so let's get some assistance for you. Oh, Virgo. Yeah, my favorite one, the lighthouse. You've done the work. You've done the healing. You have been that light in the darkness. You can see, and you are shining your light forward to help others and guide others through those choppy waters. So you have the gift of open certainty. You have the gift of being analytical. You have the gift of logic and reason. You also have the gift of organizing things and putting them into smaller bite-sized packages to help others and guide others. There's one in particular that I know of that is a beautiful poet and magic maker, and she has that Virgo energy in her chart, and it is like she can kind of take these like beautiful like experiences and condense them into this beautiful poetic like expression of the energy that was coming forward. So think about how you can kind of do that as well with your own energy. Writing is super important for this Virgo energy as well. So write, because you are going to get a lot of gifts and give yourself a lot of gifts from the writing that you do. Free writing, use the artist way method where you do 3 pages a day in the morning time. Anything that's going to clear the cobwebs. Now let's get a sigil. Okay, so my throat is kind of going a little wild right now. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Write it down first. Okay, so sigil for my Virgos to help guide them into this new moon energy, into this month ahead. A magical sigil. Ooh, I love this one. Triple moon. So this one is embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Well, if that's not Virgo energy, I don't know what is. There is such divinity to Virgos, but there is also this earthliness that grounds that spiritualness. Beautiful energy, beautiful ally to work with. Love it. Okay. Now we are going to do our Libras. Libra, get a charm for this new moon to help guide you into this new moon. This is a charm, an energy. Okay, we've got the butterfly. Look at that orange butterfly. I love it, that sacral chakra energy coming forth, unfurling your wings and flying free. So I love butterfly energy. You've been through the stages. You've done your time. You've been in that chrysalis, because the cocoon is not the last stage. And you got to go into this other stage called the chrysalis, and you got to be there and you got to just sit with yourself and just be like, okay, when is it going to be time? And then all of a sudden you start breaking through. So this is the breakthrough. You have done the breakdown, and now you're going to do the breakthrough. So we're also going to get a little magical sigil for our Libras, for our scales of justice. What are some ways that you can cultivate this magic within your own life in this new moon energy? Okay, Libras. Oh, that one came right out. I was like, yes, me. Water. Water for our air signs. Be in the water. Be one with the water. I am talking to a couple of Libras that I know that I said that water energy is going to be so very helpful for you to unleash your true potential. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. Okay, so if you are in the United States and you got that warmth, get yourself some water. I don't care what kind of water it is, even if it's in a bathtub. But yes, work with that water energy to help you purify yourself for this next season, for your season that's coming right around the corner. Okay, now we are going to do our Scorpios. Our little scorpions, they've got the toughest armor of all the zodiac signs. But what's underneath is oh so very beautiful and divine. Okay, Scorpios, let's get a little charm to help guide you. Let's get a charm for my Scorpios. And if it isn't the wolf, this is so beautiful. Look at that. Just howling at the moon, howling at the new moon, howling at the full moon, being your own leader of the pack, right? You have a pack, but you lead. You lead the pack. Wolf energy is also teacher energy for my educators that are going back to school. There is a sense of really honoring all the wisdom that you have to bring and all the things that you've done in the darkness of the forest. You have pulled the pine cones. I don't know what I just said, but Scorpio will understand. So now we're going to get a magical sigil for my Scorpios for this new moon and beyond, for this season ahead. One more shuffle is asked of my cards. So for my Scorpios, what else we got here? Oh, I don't want to be like, huh. Come on, Scorpio, you trying to be all locked up because I read you a little bit? Come on now, Scorps. I still ain't gonna share all your secrets. There we go. The festival. I don't know if you got some celebration coming up or something, but it says creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. If you are, as a Scorpio, trying to plan something that you want to kind of take off in that season ahead, it's so important to put the blueprint, put the map out right now so you can start building it, and so that when it's time, now I'm thinking you guys are going to create a little birthday, Halloween celebration, something magical, right? So if you have something magical coming up for you, create that blueprint for success so that you can actually see it come to fruition, okay? I'm going to give you that sigil one more time because I know some Scorpios that are planning some things, okay? So now we're going to move into our Sagittariuses. Our little little arrows of hope. the most optimistic sign of all of the zodiac. Okay, Saggies, let's get a charm to help guide you in this new moon energy that's coming up to help you manifest and achieve your goals. Ooh, we got the ghost. The little ghost. Okay, so we're thinking about our ancestors. How can we reach out and connect with our ancestors to help guide us, right? There's always a sense of like, if you see spirits and if you are a medium, of really kind of using that energy to work with, to help cultivate some creativity, right? So if you know you have spirits around you that you've allowed into your energetic space, then use that energy to help create, because they're there to help guide you. They're there to be like, hey, I got some ideas for you if you just want to, like, you know, lend me your ear. So a lot of times, like, automatic writing is a really good way to connect with your ancestors. Definitely give them an offering on this new moon, because they've helped you on this journey, whether you realize it or not. Give them some of their favorite foods or snacks. If you've got passed on loved ones, give them some of the beverages that they like, right? Some of the other pleasures that they enjoyed in this life. It's also important to just, you know, thank them on a daily basis for all that they've done for you and all that they continue to do for you to help you succeed in your goals. So now let us get a magical sigil to help us as well connect with this energy on this new moon for my Sagittariuses. For my Sagittarius, let's get a little magical sigil to help guide us with connecting with our ancestral energies. My little cat is being wild. She is such a little camera hog. We got earth energy. Okay, fire into earth. Okay, so that is also very ancestral energy, right? So thinking about things that are buried in the ground. So do some cemetery work if you want to go. If you have a local cemetery, you can honor your ancestors there, because they all connected, right? But if you also have energy, any kind of burial of your loved ones that is nearby, go and visit them and give them an offering, because they would love that. They would love the little chit chat with you. Ask the element of air for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. So if you feel that you are in a chaotic space right now, ground. And like I said, even better, go to the ground where your ancestors reside, so that you can really receive that nourishment that you need. Okay. Whew. Okay, Sag, just going through it. It's all good. Okay, Cappies. My little Capricorns. My sea goats. Let's get a charm to help us with this new moon energy, to help guide us. Our little mascot, if you will. No, I don't have a pink pony in here, but that one definitely is coming. Okay, we get one for, oh, this one wanted to come out. Yes, indeedy. My Capricornies, the dragon. Look at that. Look at that dragon energy for my Capricorns. This is all about embracing your inner truth, letting your inner truth speak for you. Dragons do not like liars. They do not like people that go back on their word. If you're going to say it, you're going to talk about it, you better be about it. So utilize that dragon energy. Also connect with the elements of all around you, of all the elements of earth, water, sky, sea, fire. All these elements that come into play, because the dragon energy is present within all of them and beyond. So there's lots of astral travel for you in this season ahead. So that is very exciting. You're about to be riding that dragon, and don't spoil it if you've been watching House of the Dragons, because I am about 3 shows behind. So now let us get a little sigil to help guide our Capricorns in this new moon energy. A sigil to help guide our Capricorns in this new moon energy. Okay, Cappies, let's get it. Let's get some sigil action to help guide us. Whew, there we go. Elements, all the elements coming out. We got air for my Capricorns. So even if you're an earth sign, utilizing that air element is going to be important. It is the element of speech, communication, thoughts. So get your thoughts in order. because your mind is your palace, and if your palace is cluttered, you need to clean it up so those guests can come on in. So work with the element of air to cut through to the core of a situation and see the truth. The dragons have spoken. Okay, so air dragons might be important. Cloud watching, looking at the clouds and seeing if you can derive any answers for your current conundrums in the cumulus that gathers. Okay, but also take time to look at the sky. Take time to go outside and breathe fresh air. Breathing exercises is key for my Capricorns, and helping you move through that stuck energy so that you can feel empowered, activated, invigorated. Okay? Now, let us go into our Aquariuses, our water bearers. What have we got for our charm, for our new moon energy for my Aquarians? What do we have here? What do we have here? Ooh, we've got a little gator. We got a little purple alligator. I love that. I love that energy so much. Watching and waiting energy, waiting for the right moment to strike. You are the consummate observer, right? Before you go into action, you observe the situation around you. You have the logic and the perception, and you can see beyond to see the actual essence of what's happening around you. You also can stay in the water, or you can go on land. You can traverse a bunch of different realms. So it's super important for you as the Aquarians, ooh, this one wanted to come right out, to help you understand that submerging yourself in your own emotional depths and then breaking through to the surface is needed at this time to help you actualize your true potential. Now, right now you just be getting that soak. You just be getting that soak on in the Sagittarius, or not the Sagittarius, in the summer season right now, right? So the triple moon came out for you as well, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. So my Aquarians, it's about time for you to look at the cycles of things and how you have worked through them, and how you now get to bask in the glory of understanding yourself on a better, deeper, and more holistic level, and celebrating that to move forward into this next phase of things. Okay? Now let us do Pisces. My Pisces energy. Let us get a charm to guide our Pisces, our little fishies. What is a charm that's going to help guide our Pisces? Ooh, the peacock. Let your light shine. Let it all out. Wear your finest regalia. But really kind of show out, show out. What's that one saying? They say, like, pop your shit, okay? Just pop it. What you waiting for? It's time for you to be the baddest of bees, okay, Pisces? Now let us get a sigil to help also guide our Pisces in this new moon energy, this new moon in Leo, right? Ooh, this one wanted to be right on there. Ooh, if it isn't the sun. Using that sun energy to help guide you. It says the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. Okay, Pisces. Well, let me find out. Let me find out what you're trying to accomplish to be that big stunner, okay? But yes, if you want to be in any kind of way famous or well-known, start to embody those aspects of yourself now. Walk it like you talk it. Dress like it, be it. Get ready and set your day up as if you are already that thing that's going to help you break out and step on through to the other side, okay? Beautiful little Pisces peacock. Okay, Aries, what's a charm for you? The charm for my little rams to help guide you in this new moon energy to achieving your goals and aligning with your vivaciousness and your magnetism. We have the bluebird. is a blue jay. Okay, so Aries, when I get the blue jay, it's all about somebody trying to mimic or copy you because you just that. Okay, you just that. Amazing. So it's super important that you protect your ideas, that you only speak when you have them all ready to go and you know nobody else is going to bite off more than they can chew because you've already chewed it and spit it out. Okay, so but also when I think about bluebirds, I think about the fact that they can mimic and use their voice so strongly, and they can sing, and they got a lot of spunk and tenacity, and they guard their nests like a freaking hawk from the hawks. Okay, so I don't want to mess with those bluebirds. But also when I think about bluebird energy, I think about Jupiter energy. So looking at for Aries, looking at where your Jupiter is and how it connects with the Jupiter placements right now in the sky to help guide you in this new moon ahead will help you set your goals and ambitions and dream bigger. Okay. Well, I don't think Aries needs much help with dreaming bigger because they do a pretty good job of that, right? But let us now get a little bit of magic for our Aries energies, a little sigil to help guide our new moon spells and ambitions. Ooh, okay, girl. The Mystic Star. Look at that. Look at all those points. Harmony in the home and great friendships. So that blue jay is all about watching those friends. Don't let those tails wag too much. Don't let those tongues wag too much. However, you have the ability to create super beautiful, harmonious relationships within your home and within your family, community, friendships. Okay, so cultivating that will help lead you to your mystic opportunities that await you. Okay. Let us get our Taurus. Our charm for Taurus. Our charms for the Taurus. Let's see what we got. What wants to come through? Ooh. My little Tauruses are the zebra. Okay, zebras. So, zebras are not quite a horse. They're better and bigger. There's something different, right? There's something that's highly sought after because their skin is so beautiful and they're so original. They don't have anything else that stands in their way of mimicking them. They are just so their own. And when I think about that zebra energy, I'm thinking about like the ability to take both light and dark aspects and kind of meld them and to make this beautiful whole within yourself that is true to everything that you are. And zebras are very original kind of animals. They do not, like I said, they are their own species of things. But also thinking about the ways that you are unique and independent and different from everybody else is super important right now. Your individuality, let that shine forward. You don't have a problem with marching to the beat of your own drum, which is a beautiful thing about Taurus energy. You're also really good at setting a goal and accomplishing it. So just be mindful that the ways that you want to set your goals is not going to look like everybody else's. You're going to do things on your own and in your own weird little special way. So now for my Tauruses, let us get a sigil of magic that helps bring these true potentials to purpose. Okay, a little sigil for my Sages. Not my Sages. You might be connected with a Sag. I don't know. But my Tauruses. We've got two. And we'll take them because Tauruses need a little spoilage. We got happy love. So yeah, so you might be connecting with that Sagittarius energy and trying to navigate a relationship. However, you have this happy love sigil, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends await you. So look at that. Look at that to help guide you in this month ahead. And we also have the triple spiral. Yes, the triple spiral is so powerful for movement and how you like go into the different cycles of life. It says listening to the divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. So beautiful energy to work with. Beautiful ways that you will cultivate success is by being your true authentic self and knowing that you have a joyful, stable relationship and good friends coming on the horizon for you, and you already have them to help guide you into this new moon energy. Beautiful. Now we are going to do my last sign of the zodiac right here, our Geminis. So this one's for me too, okay? Let's see for Geminis, what is the charm that's going to help guide us in this new moon ahead? Come on. Oh. Yes. The bee, the bumblebee, the honeybee, the bee, okay? The bee. So all about cultivating the sweetness of the hive, of the collective, of really, pollinating the flowers, bringing back the pollen to create the nectar of the gods, that honey. There's so much of a process and a mindset around working with others and co-creating this magic, and I am co-creating magic right now. I am working in a dream hive and listening to my dreams and letting my dreams unfold, and working with that bee energy is super important. The bees are having their own cycle right now. In looking at where the bees currently are in their cycle of seasons is helpful to understand where you should be in your cycle of seasons, Gemini, right? So right now they are doing a lot of pollinating. They're doing a lot of bringing that nectar back to the hive. They're doing a lot of feeding those little babies, and those little babies are hatching and taking their first initiating flights. There's a lot going on in that hive right now before it becomes cold outside. So think about how you can look at where the bees are and where you can be as well. Okay. Now let us get a magical sigil for Geminis to help guide us into this new moon ahead. Oh, I love that I got the bee. And that you guys did too. Woo! Okay, we're going to take 2. Time to shine. I pulled this off of my altar in my bedroom to put it back in the deck for you guys. So it came right back out. Time to shine, Geminis. It says creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So letting your resonance shine through to the surface, letting that honey drip from yourself, right? Wearing gold, being gold, knowing that you are solid gold. And the next one that came out is Goddess, healing that feminine energy. We have this divine goddess energy within every single one of us. We also have the divine God energy, right? But looking at that sacred feminine energy and letting that shine out, and knowing that the goddess, the first of the goddesses, were those bees. Those bees were revered as magical creatures that brought so much sustenance and sweetness to the world. And if we didn't have bees, we wouldn't have all the beauty that we have in this world as well. So be that little honey bee, Gemini. Okay, that has been your reading for this new moon, and I hope that you have a fabulous time celebrating new experiences in abundance. Peace.